in the August today's function through video conference, print, electronic media, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great pleasure being the President of Machilipatnam Bar Association to invite all the honorable dignitaries for today's inauguration of POCSO Court, as we cherished establishment of POCSO Court at Machilipatnam, being judicial district headquarters at Krishna district. We felt immensely happy for sanction of new court for trial of sessions court, trial of cases under POCSO Act 2012 in the golden hands of our lordships today at Machilipatnam. Machilipatnam Bar Association is one of the ancient bar association. It had started functioning in the year 1882 and it had witnessed so many stalwarts in legal fraternity. Machilipatnam Bar Association had held centenary celebrations in 1982 and held 130-year celebrations also. The entire members of Bar Association are highly indebted to the Honorable High Court for having sanctioned the POCSO Court at Machilipatnam. I would like to submit my lords that our Bar Association has produced Honorable Sri Justice Jasti Chalmesrao Garu being former judge of Honorable Supreme Court. I further submit my lords Honorable Sri Justice Malaval Satyanarayana Garu, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh, who is one of the stalwarts of this bar, who is a living example of our Bar Association. I further submit my lords that Honorable Justice Sri Bhattu Devananda Garu and my lords that our beloved sister Sri Honorable Justice Srimati Kongar Vijayalakshmi Garu, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh, also belongs to our district. We solicit our lordship blessings and support on members of our Bar Association. We are very much beholding to our lordships for gracious occasion of this memorable event in the history of Bar Association Machilipatnam. I am very thankful to the members of our Bar Association who extended their wholehearted support for success of today's function for inauguration of POCSO Court virtually by our lordships golden hands. Thanks you once again, my lords, and our blessed honorable Principal Justice Sri Guru Ramakrishna Garu for success today's function. Thank you, sir.
Good morning to everybody. I, Sitaram, President Bar Association Kadapa, heartily welcome Honorable Chief Justice Sri Prashant Kumar Mishra Garu and Sri Justice Matam Venkatramana Garu, Administrative Judge of Kadapa District, and I heartily welcome the gracious sanction of the 7th Additional District Court and Sessions Court and Special Court for the offences of offences against women. We are very happy to inaugurate the same by the digital by Honorable Chief Justice Prashant Mishra Garu and Administrative Judge Sri Matam Venkatramana Garu. And we are very much happy on this because we are so years together waited for it and now it has fulfilled. And our Bar Association is very much extend our cooperation to the fullest extent in all respects. And this is the time, and I also request the Chief Justice and the Administrative Judge of Kadapa to establish a new building in Kadapa headquarters because the old building has been demolished. So I highly request the lordships to finish the same as early
Recording
as
has started.
As early as possible. And I also request the surrounding courts of Sidot, Nandalur and Rajarpet. Most of the advocates of Kadapa are going to attend the courts. Those new buildings may also be finished within a short time. I once again hearty congratulations for gracious sanction of this court, and I request the Honorable Justice to once again to cooperate in all the establishment of the new courts. I once again welcome, and I will cooperate our Bar Association in all respects.
I have the honor of requesting Honorable Sri Justice M. Sachinanda Mukti
to deliver his Lordship's message on the issue.
My Honorable Chief Justice, Professor Kumar Mistraji, Amanullah ji, Judge, Administrative Judge of Krishna State, Mr. Venkat Ramana, Judge, High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Administrative Judge of Kadapa, and Mr. Devanand, who belongs to Krishna District, and Srimati Vijay Lakshmi in our absence, and my senior judges, Judge Mr. Praveen Kumar, who is appearing on the screen, and Somayajulu, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh, and Bhanumati, who are appearing on the screen, the President of the Bar, both Bar Associations, the Resident Session Judge, Mr. Gangarao, the Honorable Justice Ganga Rao, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh, and both Principal and Principal District Session Judges, Districts. Today, it is my turn, being a member of the Bar Association, Machilipatnam earlier, not now. I practiced there for 10 years as an advocate for some advocate. And I know something about the Bar Association. The court at Machilipatnam is one of the ancient courts, and it was established at the year 1802, and it was under the control of Madras province, and it has got jurisdiction from Thada to Berhampur, and use it to deal with the appeals as a provincial court of appeals, Northern Division, covering Srikakulam, Berhampur, Visakhapatnam, not Visakhapatnam, Visakhapatnam and other districts up to Thada. And now the court has become a skeleton. Most of the jurisdiction of the court is stripped off by establishment of various courts to achieve the object of access to justice, which is guaranteed under Article 21 of the Constitution of India and under Article 39A of the Constitution to provide speedy justice to everyone. The existing jurisdiction of the courts at Machilipatnam is nothing but a skeletal remains as on date. Initially, the jurisdiction of this court, jurisdiction to deal with this cases under POCSO Act, were entrusted to First Station of the State Judge at Machilipatnam. But on account of directions issued by the Apex Court, the government addressed it later to the High Court to recommend courts for establishment of courts to deal with the offences punishable under the particular enactment. Then this court took a sudden decision to make a recommendation to establish a court at Vijayawada, stripping of the jurisdiction with the First Station of the Judge at Machilipatnam. Then most of the members became panic, though they are unconcerned, except loss of work. They approached the High Court. Justice Praveen Kumar ji has taken a lead on the recommended representation of the members of the bar, and he took pains, and ultimately a recommendation was made for establishment of a special court at Machilipatnam, additional special court at Machilipatnam, and today it is being inaugurated after 1.5 years from the date of sanction for different reasons. In fact, the advocates are not illusions, but no litigant public approached the High Court for establishment of court at Machilipatnam, since they are the sufferers, because they are losing access to justice, easy access to justice and inexpensive justice. Otherwise, they have to travel from long distances to appear before the court at Vijayawada. Despite the situation prevailing in the district, though no request was made by litigant public, till the court, High Court of Andhra Pradesh is considerate in accepting the request and made a recommendation. Of course, the members of the bar persuaded with the government, with the local politicians, and got it sanctioned a court and been inaugurated today. And bar is though ancient, but it lost its glamour in rendering justice to the public, because the standards in the bar, more particularly Patnam, is reduced to minimum extent. They are not living up to the expected standards, more particularly the present situation, to meet the present situation. So my request to all the advocates to rededicate their lives to the noble cause of justice again and strive hard and cooperate with the judges working there for disposal. But everyone concerned with the pendency. But even if we establish 100 courts at Machilipatnam, it is difficult to reduce the pendency unless there is cooperation from the judges, advocates. So my request to all the advocates is to extend the fullest cooperation without taking adjournments because of establishment of more courts and engaging in the other courts. With these few words, I am concluding, as you all waiting for didactic address by Honorable the Chief Justice and Portfolio Judge Malaji.
Now, I have the honor requesting Honorable Chief Justice Dr. Devanand to deliver his Lordship's message on this occasion.
My elder brothers, the Honorable Chief Justice Prashant Kumar Misra, the Ashaduddin Amanulaji, Justice M. Sachinarayan Murthy, one of the Saiba of the Krishna district, the Justice M. Venkatramanaji, Administrative Judge of Kadapa district, Honorable Judges, the Praveen Kumar, the Justice Swamayazmu, Justice Rangaram, Justice Raghunath Tilkari, and Justice Bhanumathi for attending this program, and the Ramakrishna District Judge of Krishna District, Principal District Judge of Krishna District, and Purushottam Kumar of Principal District Judge of Kadapa District, all other judicial officers, registrars, advocate friends, and ladies and gentlemen. This is a very happy occasion to meet all of you on this occasion for inauguration of the POCSO court at Machilipatnam and court to deal with the offences against the women at Kadapa. We are very thankful to the legislature and the executive for making enactments to that effect, establishing those courts for speedy disposal of the cases against the children and the women. I hope all judicial officers and advocates will do their best for speedy disposal of those cases. However, on this occasion, I want to touch this issue on differently. Yatra naryastu pujante, tatra devanandate. It means where women are honored, gods reside there. మహిళలు ఎక్కడ పూజించబడతారో దేవతలు అక్కడ నివసిస్తారు. ఇది మనం పెద్దలు చెప్పింది. But in this holy land of India, now we have to establish special courts to deal with the offences with regard to the children and women. Very unfortunate situation. I pray that one day shall come. There is no necessity for these courts in our country. Thank you. Punana.
Now, I have the honor to request the Honorable Sri Justice Asanuddin Amanullah, Judge High Court of Andhra Pradesh and Executive Judge of Krishna District, to give his lordship's message.
Respected Honorable Chief Justice, Justice Prashant Kumar Mishra, my esteemed colleagues, Brother Satyanarayana Murthy, Brother Praveen Kumar, Brother Satyanarayana Murthy, Brother Venkat Ramna, Brother Ganga, Brother Tilhari, Brother Samay Julu, Sister Vijay Lakshmi and Sister Bhanumati, and all my other colleagues who may be part of the proceedings of their respective places, the registry, members of the bar, the district judiciary, district administration, and all the litigants, and also the administrative staff of the courts, and all persons who are attached in this program. Justice Manmad Rao also came. Welcome, very good morning. I am thankful to Honorable Chief Justice for having agreed to inaugurate this function. His encouragement has always been there, but actually the credit would go to the people and the court in Krishna district who made this possible. We only give guidance from here. And though Krishna district may be the second district in the state of Andhra Pradesh to have this Guntur. I was told that Guntur has one. No. Oh, so you are number one. So that again is an occasion to celebrate. And then respect for children. Now look, we have to have special laws for their protection. But what to do? It is the need of the hour. It is the need of the society. Long question. I wish all of you, Machilipatnam, as Brother Murthy has said, Brother Satyanarayana Murthy, 1802. It's a very, very heavy and very proud moment for all of you that you are over 200 years old. But the only issue which dampens the spirit is that your jurisdictions have been reduced and the quality has gone down. This is something which is in your hand. I would also endorse the view of Brother Satyanarayana Murthy that the bar has a responsibility that if you cannot raise the standard, at least not let it fall down. And if that is happening, it's a sad comment. And we should not blame that we don't get cases. The moment you raise your standard, the moment you give what the client needs, the quality, people will come to you. Still there is vacuum at the top. There is vacuum of people who are sincere, who devote their time in their profession. Now it is high time. You do your job, forget. People will come to you, clients will come to you. The bar has a very major responsibility in the society, in all aspects. I wish you everybody all the best and not take too much of time. And I would endorse the so-called demand of the President of the Bar at Kadapa to the Honorable Judge and also to the Chief Justice for establishing a new court building. Take care, be safe. We are still passing through a critical phase. Be safe, take care. But yes, work should go on with the result that we have to deliver. Statistics are also important. And kindly remember that the child-friendly court should not remain only on ground as a statistics. Kindly use that for the purpose it is meant. Thank you so much and wishing you all the best. Thank you.
My Lord the Chief Justice, Raji, my brothers, Justice Amanullah, Justice Praveen Kumar, Justice Satyanarayana Murthy, Justice Somaya Jalu, Justice Devanand, Justice Tilahari, Justice Manmadharao, Justice Vanamati, Presidents of Bar Association, Machilipatnam, Kadapa, Registrars of this court, and Principal District Judges of Krishna and Kadapa, judicial officers and members of the bar, ladies and gentlemen. I am really happy to associate myself with this great function. This is a court which was sanctioned back in the year 2006. Now a day has come for us to have the inauguration by Honorable the Chief Justice. You know the purpose of establishing this court is only meant for trying cases under Section 376 IPC and 354 IPC. This occasion is reminding me of the history of Kadapa and the events that went on which are associated with this judiciary. It was a court established back in the year 1806 as a Jilla court and which had jurisdiction almost covering the entire 4 districts of Rayalaseema. Later on account of various events that followed, including independence of India and bifurcation of judiciary from executive, back in the year 1949, a sessions court was established at Kadapa as I went through the history of Kadapa state, so far as judiciary is concerned. Now, it has 7 additional district courts. What was started as a single court as sessions court, it has now 7 additional courts. This is an occasion for the members of the bar to take note of, and it is for them to apply themselves, particularly to meet the requirements of the litigant public. You know the purpose, as I already have told you, it is probably gender specific. You are all expected to cooperate with the bench and to see that the cases relating to these offences are disposed of as expeditiously as possible. A fast-tracking mechanism cannot have a death in hands of certain individuals who do not like to cooperate with the procedures and the bench. I take this opportunity to congratulate the Principal District Kadapa as well as Principal District Krishna in getting established these 2 courts, and also congratulate the members of the bar in having these additional facilities. Thank you very much.
Now, I have the privilege of inviting Honorable Sri Justice Prasad Kumar Vishwaji, Chief Justice, High Court of Andhra Pradesh, to digitally inaugurate Special Court for Trial of Offences, the Protection of Children of Sexual Offences, POCSO Act 2012 at Machilipatnam, and 7th Additional District and Sessions Court called Special Court for Trial of Offences against Women at Kadapa.
This is way to POCSO court.